Breaking news. So Turkey came out revealing that he has a plan to host boxing matches in jail. That's right, in jail, prison. Not just that, he also want to host fights on top of the Mountain Rushmore, on top of the pyramids in Mexico, and perhaps Egypt will be in the plan as well, and in the Colosseum of Italy. Pretty much Turkey want to host fights in the 7 wonders of the world. Talk about being visionary. This is definitely something out of the loop. This is different right here. Here is exactly what Turkey had to say. Check it out.
What do you think if there is event fight in Alcatraz jail one day? You know, sometimes I get in my mind, I want different places to do. Sometimes in mountains, sometimes maybe someday in the pyramids in Mexico, someday in Eiffel Tower in France, Colosseum in Italy. You understand this concept? Also, we are working now with Zach in the UFC movie, and I want also to do something in the boxing field also.
Boxing movie.
Yeah.
Like a fictional one or based on somebody?
Let's see. The Ring Magazine now starting to do animation TV series and start to do video game about boxing, and let's see from there where we can go.
Okay, but we're going to see this Alcatraz fight. I want to see it now.
If they accept the mayor there, if he accept, I think it is perfect place. Also the mountain, Rushmore. There, or also the big aircraft.
Intrepid.
Yeah, in New York. There, you understand me?
Yeah.
This strange places, you know what I mean now.
Yeah, I got you. Big land.
In front, the Chinese theater in Hollywood. Yeah, and yeah, you understand me now. I am thinking to do something there.
For anyone who asks, it sounds like you are here to stay in boxing. This is not a short-term project. You're building something long-term.
If I still live long.
Hopefully.
Without a doubt, that will be cool to see. But the main problem in the sport of boxing is really the structure of the sport. The way boxing is structured is to allow fighters to duck each other. There are so many belts. You can go after the easiest link. So why would you go after the tougher fight and lose? That's the problem with boxing. The champions, who are the best fighters in the world, get avoided. They become boogeymen. And the easy link fighters become the cash cow fighters because everyone wants to fight them since they are easier to beat. Well, the way Turkey can fix that is by making the Ring Magazine belt the undisputed belt. And as far as the WBC, the IBF, the WBA, and the WBO belts, these can become ranking belts to rank fighters in a tournament to fight for undisputed. The fighter who wins all of the belts gets the Ring Magazine belt, which is the undisputed belt. They can utilize all of these belts in boxing to schedule a tournament. The key is to force the section and bodies involved, all of them, to order mandatory unifications every year. That way, we will have an undisputed champion every 2 years in every single division, meaning there will be a tournament held in every single division for undisputed every 2 years. Then you repeat the cycle. You have half of the divisions in boxing fight for undisputed 1 year, and the other half fight for undisputed the next year. You schedule it that way, you structure it that way. And the key element is to also have the fighters that do not want to participate in these tournaments of the best fight and the best for undisputed to be punished by putting them on the sidelines, put them on the bench. Then 2 years later, they're going to be hungry to join the undisputed tournament for the Ring Magazine belt. That's the only way Turki can fix boxing long term. Everything he's going to do, he only could fix it at the moment in time. But if he does this right here, he will fix it long term by putting structure to the sport. In the Ring Magazine tournament for undisputed, all the fighters involved should be mandated to VADA testing that will be provided freely by the Ring Magazine. The way that could be done is with the fees money that the fighters are paying to the sectioning bodies. That money should go somewhere where the fighters benefit. Under any organization, the top 10 fighters should be mandated VADA testing and provided freely. If Turki can pull that off and structure boxing like the NFL, the NBA, then bingo, Turki hit a home run. That's the only way this is going to be worth Turki time to begin with, him investing so much to the sport. The only way Turki can get something out of it is if he puts structure to the sport and also be involved. I used to think this could never be done, even though I can structure it myself. But no one has the resources and the right people to get the job done. You got to put the right people in the right positions. That's not going to F this up, respectfully. Well, guess what? When Turki came around, if anyone can do it, Turki can. He's the only one who's visionary enough and who's willing to execute and is doing anything and everything to execute no matter what, which that's the recipe you need to get this done. Someone who's passionate about it, has the money to do it, and the support. Remember, there was a time in boxing where there was no belt but the Ring Magazine belt. That was the undisputed belt. Going all the way back to one of the greatest fighters of all time, Sugar Ray Robinson, he only had one belt around his waist. That was the Ring Magazine belt. Guess what? Turki can bring that time back to where there is only one face, one name in every single division. More importantly, one freaking belt. Like I said before, the other belts can be utilized to put fighters in position to fight for all of the belts to win the Ring Magazine belt, which is pretty much the same thing that Turki is doing right now, except there's structure to it and people know that the Ring Magazine is the undisputed belt. I believe Turki can make everyone involved happy. I think he will entice the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA to be on the same page and mandate the fights that the fans want to see, which is the champions fighting other champions to unify the division to the point where there's one name, one face, one belt. In every single division, there's an undisputed champion every 2 years. That being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.